So what's coming up next for you? What do we got?
Man, there's so many things. Obviously, we launching the daily talk show in the fall. So
I've been hearing about this for about the past year. Is it?
yeah, I mean that's how long it takes for these things. We just
Okay, it's on Fox?
Yeah, we went out and it's syndicated. So the majority of it will be on Fox, but it's gonna be on various channels, mainly Fox stations. Right after Wendy Williams and a lot of the major markets. But it's interesting to learn because the syndicated world, you own your show. Again, it's ownership. Opposed to going to a network and they give you money to do your show. And so in success, that's why Oprah has $1 billion. That's why a lot of these other people who have done it successfully. So we're gonna jump in there and try to do it as successfully as we can possibly do it every day.
Dope.
Getting to the bag and having real conversations like this, man.
Yeah, the Dr. Sebi documentary still coming
almost
along.
Done. You know
almost
what I
done.
mean? Yeah, my goal was to.
The government didn't shut that down the way that
remember people were saying like I was scared and people was threatening my life. I was like, again, that's that low frequency mentality.
Yeah.
Nah, we almost finished, it's gonna be dope.
I'm just wanna, kind of go full circle with our conversation and leave it at this. The passing of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
There was this really tearful interview that I watched today with Tracy McGrady, who I guess was close friends with him, and their daughters played on the same basketball teams.
Wow, yeah.
And he said something that really kind of messed me up. He said that during the course of their relationship, Kobe would always say, "Hey man, I'm going to die young. I'm going to die early. I'm going to be immortalized. I'm going to die young." He's like, "Man, what are you talking about? You're not going to die in fucking great shape, whatever." He's like, "No, man, I'm telling you. The power of words.
Yeah.
When you say that, you will consciously or subconsciously do certain things that will possibly put you in that situation." We don't know what happened on that flight yet. Maybe by the time, this part of the interview comes out, we'll have more information. I don't know whether it was Kobe telling the pilot, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the fog. We could do this. It's my helicopter. Let's push it." It almost reminds me of the conversations I've had with like Mo Preem, Tupac's brother, when we talked about all the times that Tupac talked about death.
Right.
Die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm not going to last that long, whatever. And all the, if you look at Tupac's discography, you will see that theme
right
over and over again. And the whole thing about the Maurice Claret, how the words become objects and how you say certain things and they really become true. So be very careful about the things that you say, the way you describe yourself. The things you put out into the world, whether it's through conversation or through art or whatever else, man, be careful because it will manifest itself in a way that you are not prepared for.
Man, that's what we've been talking about this entire conversation.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it in generalizing communities. You know what I mean? Like keep talking about brainwashing and institutionalization. Like it's rhetoric. It's the things that we believe about ourselves.
Yeah.
When I say we come from kings and we wear crowns and we need to uphold ourselves and not call ourselves savages and gangsters and not embrace that culture that has been embedded for us to think is cool. But then as an individual, that speaks volumes to me because I've been in hospital beds where there's conversations about my mortality. Like I've what are the chances he's gonna make it through on this one, whether it's through the lupus stuff or blood clots or pulmonary embolisms here, and looking up like, am I ready? Several times, you know what I mean? When you have a terminally ill condition, I have these conversations with myself often, and because I say I'm fearless, but then it's like that's when that ticking clock or where I put my energy really matters. People are like, yo, why do you do so much? Or why do you, because it's like, yo, I've been in that position where it's like, shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be here tomorrow. And when you've been in that situation more than once, you value things differently. And it's not like you're saying, I don't think Pac or Kobe or any of these people are like, yo, I'm ready to die. Even if those are terms that we've heard before, it's more as like, yo, I'm ready to push it to the limit. I'm ready to get all I can get out of this life. I'm ready to give them all my passion, all my drive, all my hard work. So when it is said and done, so when the curtains do close, you're like, yo, that motherfucker did it. He job well done, my son. You went hard for your people. You went hard for yours.
Yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of people have been dead their whole lives. They wake up every morning and they don't do nothing.
They say it's simple as get busy living or get busy dying.
Get busy living, get busy dying. I mean, Kobe lived the life
Amazing life.
of 100 people.
Yeah.
Tupac lived the life of 1,000 people. These people are going to be revered for the rest of their lives, but
immortalized.
But but their families wish that
they don't have them.
They'd rather be nobodies.
They wanted one more day with them.
Just one more day, man. I lost my father a few months ago, and
sorry to hear that.
It's one of those things, man, where death really comes at your front door, and it's over, and I feel it biologically changes you. Yeah. I'm not the same person I was. I'm a lot
energy shift.
I'm a lot more emotional. Stuff. Watching a sad movie fucks me up and causes tears, and something that never happened last year. And it's one of those things, man, where like a split second can change it all. A bad decision, and you're in, you go to the prisons, you talk to people. How many of those people are there from a split second decision?
Yeah,
a split second decision that changed
now they spending
the
their
rest
life in
of
a cage.
their lives.
Yeah,
that's it. Life in prison. You're never getting out. You're never going to see any more women. You're never going to get to spend any more money.
Right.
You
have to spend the rest of your life doing what someone else tells you to do. Get back in your cage.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's sad. It's sad. Nick Cannon, always a pleasure. Congrats.
Great conversation. Hopefully this one, I don't know how much trouble we going to get in.
We always get in a bunch of trouble.
Yeah, we get in a bunch of trouble, but I feel like we uplifted and educated in this one.
Oh man, I get so many messages of how many of someone's life that I changed through these interviews, man. And I've been listening. We're going into our 12th year of business.
Congrats!
I've been.
You should be proud.
Yeah,
that we can sit up here and converse.
That's from kindergarten to your high school graduation.
Yeah.
I feel like I've helped guide a whole generation of kids where I've never glorified this gangster shit.
Yeah.
Where I've always shown every person who I've brought in, I've always showed the outcome of their mistakes.
Yeah.
I've always showed this is what happens at the end.
Yeah.
This is the prison. This is the loss. This is you come out with nothing. Your mother dies.
Or the story of redemption of those people saying, man, I wish I didn't do that. Or I want to be different now. Because I lost this person, or because I did these 20 years. Yeah. Now I'm out, and it's difficult for me to live in this society, but I want to do it the right way.
Exactly. And, I personally understand that I'm leaving behind a legacy of thousands of hours of footage with exceptional people from this generation.
Yeah.
Of while I'm here, I am documenting important figures of society, capturing a moment at an age that they will never be again after those cameras turn off. There's going to be high school students for decades to come that are going to use these interviews to write their essays. And there's going to be master's theses and PhDs around my interviews and so forth. And
I believe it.
I feel like I have a greater purpose of what I do. It's not just about clicks or views or, how much money I can get off of it. This is a higher calling for me. And that's why I do what I do. This is why I'm undeterred by the naysayers.
Yeah.
And I feel that, all the great people that I know that I've met around me, they have a similar type of calling.
I agree, man. We like-minded individuals, and just all about uplifting and operating on that higher frequency.
Yes, sir. Until next time.
My man.
Peace.